Hi, I'm Gary West for NCTV 45, and this is Focus NC, part number 2 of my interview with the CEO of NCTV 45, Angelo Perrotta III. Last segment we touched on Angelo's background, and we talked about how Angelo got this all started, the beginning of NCTV 45 and what gave him the incentive and how much he cares about the community, and he has a mission. And I want to read that mission statement again as I read in the last segment, or in part number 1. Dedicated in providing a hub where people can connect and interact with community events and announcements. It's all about caring. It's all about bringing more of a population increase to Newcastle and vicinity. We're talking about the townships, the county, Lawrence County. Now, a lot of research, Angelo, went into this and continues. So tell us a little bit about the research.
What people don't realize is, first of all, I got to tell you, I'm tickled to be here across the street from First Federal Plaza in Washington Center. Nobody realizes, and this is one of the research aspects of it, that 60 years ago, WKSD-TV was located across, their administrative offices were across the street in the First Federal Building. And they then changed their number to 33 and became Channel 33 in Youngstown. So Newcastle had a television station. And I believe Newcastle is capable and able to support a television station. Namely because with the new changes in FCC regulations, everything that gets reported comes out of Pittsburgh. And that's if you have one of those dishes or DirecTV. Now, on the other hand, if you have cable, you're able to get both, but the Ohio stations have moved further back. So there becomes a question of what is our market? Well, our market is Newcastle. And showing people exactly what we have in Newcastle to offer. A clean, fresh downtown. We're an empty canvas waiting to be painted. And the artists will be the entrepreneurs that come. Lawrence County has a vibrant culture and housing that is ready for those young families that might take part in the oil and natural gas exploration that's going around us. And I did some more looking at some things today, and a few of the industries are already working towards that end. So jobs are being created in Lawrence County. Maybe we're just not aware of it. Axiom Power, for instance, in the old Newcastle battery complex, is doing some work with batteries for vehicles that are going to run on that type of energy. They're also doing some work on those long life batteries that might be needed for other industries, aerospace. Those are being worked on here.
Yeah, that's just one example. And then you have your existing, or I should say, long-standing companies that have been here. You have Jameson Health System, employs a huge amount of people, and you have Liberty Mutual, a lot of people are employed there. And not only does NCTV 45 take care of the community of Newcastle and all the townships and the whole county, but we also bring in people that used to live here, and they live in another area of the country, And now they're connected. They know what's happening here with their family and friends while they're living in another part of the country.
I am so proud of the accomplishments of the winter. First of all, I'd like to thank Mother Nature for dealing us one of the best snowstorms and cold that we've had probably in about 37 years. But on the other hand, we were able to get some games in up at the field house. And people that wouldn't normally be here to be able to see that got that opportunity. And that was important. One of the other businesses in town, Butts, it's probably an advantage to them because they hosted our community happenings a couple times. And for those people out of town that are sending a gift or fruit basket or flowers, now they have Butts' number right off the top. And there are so many other businesses that that's good for, and it's not just good for the business, but it's good for the community because it puts some vibrant energy back, okay, into what once was very negative and now will be the shining castle on the hill.
Now we are running out of time in segment 2, so I wanted you to briefly tell everyone about the main categories that are available on NCTV 45.
Well, of course, we're going to do the local sports, no doubt. This is a business show. We also have community happenings because we want to give the nonprofit groups a chance to tell people what's going on, where and when. The news, but don't think we're going to be Fox or CNN. It would be just a brief covering of what's going on in the county.
And also, there's the radio side of NCTV 45, and that's called NC Radio 450. Want to touch on that just a couple seconds, Ange?
That's all original artists from Newcastle, and it gives people the chance to understand what talent we have here and access that talent. And it really sounds kind of good. If you go to nctv45.com and click on the radio button that says NC Radio 450, I'm sure you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, Angelo, I want to thank you for being with us today. I want to thank you for everything you've done so far with NCTV 45. Keep up the good work. And we want to tell everybody to keep watching because we got a lot coming up. And that's another edition of Focus NC on NC TV 45.
Thanks for watching.